fight I really like in terms of the underdog, although he's moving down. He was plus 190 a few days ago. I didn't rush and put my money down. Now he's only plus 135, and that's Ross Pearson fighting a Dan Hooker in this fight. And I like the Ross Pearson a lot in this fight because Dan Hooker is very tall. He has a skinny neck. He does have the capabilities of get knocked out definitely by Ross Pearson. Although Ross isn't a huge finisher as of late, I think he can finish Dan Hooker in this fight. And also, Dan Hooker can't spell defense. He gets hit all the time. So
I was looking at that fight. Ross Pearson, 1 win out of his last 5.
Yeah.
And then Hooker,
3-3.
Yes,
in the UFC.
He's like an Njokuani. He wins every other one.
Yes. Yeah, 3-3 in his
and
last 6 fights.
0-3 against guys who have ever been ranked in the UFC.
And, I mean, if he could lose a decision to Maximo Blanco because he got outstruck, I definitely think he could lose a decision to Ross Pearson from being outstruck or even get knocked out.
I went back and forth on this one. I almost jumped on your side to take Ross Pearson as a dog, but I also missed the good line. And we know how important it is. We saw it last week. I only got plus 165 with Rafael Asuncao. I saw some people get as high as plus 210. That can make a big difference at the end of the day. I ended up making a play on this card, on this fight here. I laid $155 to make 100 at minus 155 on the over 2.5 rounds. Look, Ross Pearson went the distance with Jorge Masvidal, a top 5 guy at 170 pounds. Diego Sanchez, Ali Quinta, Stephen Ray in his last fight. Ross Pearson's durable. He's in there for the long haul almost every single fight, and his punching power seems to have declined a little bit as he's been in all these wars. He's turned into a little bit more of a volume striker than a power puncher. And on the other side of it, if Jorge Masvidal and these big 155, or in Masvidal's case, 170 pounders couldn't put Ross Pearson away, how's a career 145er and Dan Hooker going to put him away?
No way.
Yeah.
So I thought the over in this fight felt really safe to me. And look, Dan Hooker's 3-3 in the UFC, 0-3 against guys that have been ranked: Maximo Blanco, Yair Rodriguez, and I forget the other one. But he actually went decisions.
Losses.
That's right. All 3 of those losses were
Stevie Ray.
decisions.
No. Knight, Blanco.
Oh, Jason Knight, yeah. Jason Knight, Yair Rodriguez, and Maximo. And he went the distance in all 3. So this just feels like a fight destined for the scorecards to me, and at minus 155 seems like a fair price.
Nice. Are
That's
you
an
taking
interesting
that straight
point.
up? Are you working that into the parlay?
No, that's my straight up. I do have a parlay I'll announce at the end, but I'm just 155 to make 100. Fight going over 2.5.
Nice. Good bet. Yeah. I think
That'll make you think right there. What's the safer bet?
Look, I like parlays, but we got to be honest.
Win,
Yeah.
Picking Ross to win or just picking the over?
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Ross stopped this guy just because Hooker's defense is so bad. And for a tall guy, he doesn't use his size. It's not like he fights behind his jab and he's really long. He just walks straight forward. He doesn't really use his size. Extremely tall guy at 145 pounds. 6 feet tall, 145, but doesn't use it. Walks straight forward, easy to hit. See, that's an interesting one. I like him as the dog, but I think there's a possibility that he knocks Dan Hooker out.
That's what you're picking?
Yes.
I think if you like Pearson a lot, then you can also correlate it with a knockout at least, because I can't see Hooker stopping Pearson.
Correct.
I think really the only one that could get stopped is Hooker by Pearson, but I can't see Pearson getting stopped by Hooker here.
Yeah, I like Ross Pearson in this fight, but I really like what you said about the over.
Yeah, the over, that keeps you thinking.
And look, while it's nice to build parlays, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, and I'll tell the fans, if you're going to make money in betting MMA or betting anything, you have to make more straight bets than parlays, which is why I try to make mostly straight bets, and then I throw a little smaller parlay in every week.
And do you like the idea of keeping the parlays to 3 fights or less?
Whatever you want to do. Consider the parlay a bomber. Like last week, I hit 2 big underdogs, and then I lost the parlay. But in the long run, your straight bets will make it. It's so hard to hit parlays.
Yeah.
You have to go 3-0 or 4-0. That trust me, as someone who's made odds and worked at a sports book for a long time, I could tell you that your probability of hitting parlays is a lot less. You know, and
I'm starting to
then hitting
believe you.
straight bets.
All right.